Hey everybody, Ian back here, Entertainment Examiner today. I'm doing another movie review for you. Today we're going to talk about the movie Inferno. Now this is a new release, just came out this weekend, starring Tom Hanks and Felicity Jones. This is based on the Dan Brown novel. It's actually the fourth novel of the Da Vinci Code. I'm not sure why they skipped over the last symbol, which is the third book, but for whatever reason they did, and they went straight to Inferno, which stars again Tom Hanks as Professor Robert Langdon. Directed by Ron Howard, produced by Brian Grazer, and written by David Koepp. This movie shows Langdon as he awakens in a hospital in Florence, Italy, but the thing is that Langdon doesn't know where he is or remember the past 2 days. He thinks he's somewhere else, and his doctor, Dr. Brooks, played by Felicity Jones, comes in and informs him where he is and that he was almost murdered. Well, he's about to be almost murdered again because a hitwoman named Vienta comes into the hospital and starts shooting everything. So all of a sudden, Sienna gets Langdon out of the hospital and takes her to her apartment. And so far, the movie follows the book pretty well. And then he discovers that he has this device, and it shows him the picture of Dante's Inferno and the different levels of hell. So they go on this journey, which is pretty much surrounds this billionaire played by Ben Foster, who has set out a virus to kill everybody, and Langdon has to stop it. That's pretty much your basic plot. I don't want to give too much away, but if you've read the book, I'd stick with the book. Overall, Inferno is probably the worst of the three movies. It's not very good. It's not very engaging at all, actually. The books are such page-turners. Dan Brown writes really good books. The Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, Inferno. They're good books because he keeps the chapters short, and he kind of gives you a little cliffhanger at the end of each chapter, which is really cool. There's a sequence in the book. It's a long gap of pages in the book, in the Boboli Gardens in Florence, where they have to try to escape. People are trying to look for Langdon, and there's a drone going after them. In the book, it's really good, but in the movie, it's very brief. And I'm not saying, I know you're trying to compress like a 400-page book into a 2-hour movie, but still, everything seems rushed. Also, the dialogue is really stilted and rather lame. David Koepp's a pretty good screenwriter, but it's almost like they just didn't care this time. Nobody really took the time to make the movie the way it should have been made. I didn't think the other two Da Vinci Code movies were anything fantastic, but at least they were, especially the Da Vinci Code, the first one was at least watchable. Tom Hanks he's fine as Langdon, and everyone else is good too. Felicity Jones is good, Irfan Khan is great in it, but the movie just feels empty. There's nothing there at the end, and you leave, or at least I left the theater feeling very just, alright, if I never see that again, I'd be fine with that, and that's not the feeling you want to get when you watch a movie. Now, Ron Howard is a personal favorite director. He's directed, I have many of his movies, Frost Nixon, A Beautiful Mind, Parenthood, Splash, Cocoon, The Paper, underrated movie. If you've never seen The Paper with Michael Keaton and Glenn Close, watch that movie. That's really good. He did Ransom with Mel Gibson. Ron Howard is a very eclectic work. But these movies, I'm sure they're probably fun to make. They're probably more fun to make than to watch, because they're not really fun to watch. They're fun to read, they're fun to make, but maybe if Dan Brown does another Robert Langdon mystery, maybe they should refrain from the movie this time. I really wanted to like this movie too, because I like the book a lot. And it's, you just miss sometimes. It's the way movies are. You make a good one and there are some bad ones. So 2 stars out of 4. I was originally going to give it 2.5 out of 4, but it didn't sit well with me, and it's pretty forgettable. And if a movie doesn't really resonate with you after you watch it, it's not going to get a good rating. So 2 stars out of 4 for Inferno. Go see Sully with Tom Hanks if you haven't seen that, if you want to see a good Tom Hanks movie. So, Ron Howard, The Paper, Tom Hanks and Sully. Inferno's, it's watchable, but there's much better movies out there you could be seeing. So, that's all for this review of Inferno. I thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know. Did you like Inferno? Did you see it? What did you think of it? Did you agree? Were you a fan of the movie and the book? I'd love to hear from you. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.